Want to be a master at talking to women and always know what to say? Watch this whole video. Most guys don't bomb because they're boring. They bomb because they ask boring questions. What do you do? Where are you from? How's your day going? And then they're shocked when the conversation flatlines after 2 minutes. Today I'm giving you the full breakdown of topics that actually work. No theory, no vague advice. Real topics with actual phrases you can use. Some of this stuff you won't hear anywhere else because I'm telling you as a woman, not some pickup guru. And at the end, I'll hit you with topics that murder conversations instantly. Most guys are guilty of at least one of these. So stick around, you might figure out why your convos never get past surface level. Now, the main principle. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. You could ask what's her favorite color and she'll be laughing and flirting with you. Or you could drop some deep philosophical question and watch her eyes glaze over. The difference isn't the topic, it's the energy. If you're tense, trying too hard to impress, freaking out about awkward silences, she picks up on that. And it makes her uncomfortable. If you're genuinely curious, chill, not desperate for a specific outcome, she opens up. The topics I'm about to give you are tools. But if you're gripping that tool with shaky hands, you're gonna get shitty results. 1. Hypothetical questions. This is pure gold. Why? Because there's no wrong answer. She can't screw up. She doesn't have to stress about what you'll think. She's just playing. Examples. Ask her if she could teleport anywhere right now. Where would she go? Or if someone handed her $1,000,000 but she had to blow it all in a week, what would she buy? Or if she could grab dinner with anyone from history, who would she pick? Ask her if she woke up tomorrow with any superpower, what would it be? All these questions crack open a window into her dreams, her values, her fantasies. You learn more about her in 5 minutes than most guys learn in an hour of basic small talk. My friend Anna met her boyfriend exactly like this. He asked her if she could steal one painting from any museum in the world. Which one would she take? She laughed at first, but then she actually started thinking about it. And they ended up talking for 2 hours about art, what beauty means to her, her trip to Florence. She told me later she shared more with him than she has with some friends she's known for years. And it's fun. You're not in a job interview. You're playing a game. Advanced move. Add constraints. $1,000,000, but she can't buy property or cars. Constraints make the game way more interesting. 2. People watching. You're posted up at a bar, a coffee shop, a park, people all around you. That's free conversation material. Point at some dude in a blue jacket and ask her what she thinks he does for a living. And she starts riffing. Looks like a tech bro. Check out those shoes. Definitely a lawyer. You build out his whole life story together. He's got 3 kids. He's cheating on his wife with his secretary. Wait, no. He's not even married. Lives with his mom and games till 4 a.m. When you do this with a girl you're into, magic happens. You're creating something together. It's not an interrogation. It's a collab. And you're on the same team now. You two against the world. Just one rule. Don't be a dick about it. Keep it playful. Saying he looks bummed, probably just got dumped. That's fine. Calling him a fat slob. Congrats. You're an asshole. Conversation's dead. 3. Childhood and nostalgia. Everyone loves going back to their childhood. It's safe territory, usually warm memories, and it shows you care about who she actually is, not just what she looks like. Ask her what was her favorite cartoon growing up. Ask her if she was a good kid or kind of a troublemaker, or what's the dumbest thing she ever did in school. These questions unlock stories, and stories are fuel for conversation. She'll tell you how she shoplifted candy when she was 10, how she had a massive crush on her gym teacher, how she ran away from home for 2 hours because her mom wouldn't buy her a toy. And now you know her not as that girl from the bar, but as a real person with a history. Bonus, you can share your own stories back. Don't hijack the conversation, but when she wraps up, you can go, oh man, I had something similar happen. This creates an exchange, not an interrogation. 4. Passions and hobbies. But not what do you do? That's about her job. That's boring as hell. Instead, ask her what actually gets her fired up. Ask her what would she do if money wasn't a thing. Ask her what can she get lost in for hours. Ask her what is she Googling at 3 a.m. when she can't sleep. Massive difference. The first question is about obligations. The second is about what she actually wants. Maybe she paints. Maybe she's obsessed with true crime podcasts. Maybe she bakes at 3 a.m. when she can't sleep. And when someone talks about their passion, their whole face lights up. The energy shifts. The conversation becomes real. My friend Juliana is obsessed with ceramics. Her boyfriend told me he fell for her right when she spent 40 minutes breaking down the difference between earthenware and porcelain. He didn't understand any of it, but he saw how much she cared, and that was beautiful. 5. Travel and adventure. Pretty much everyone either loves traveling or wants to. Rich topic. Ask her where has she been that totally surprised her. Ask her what's a place she's dying to hit but hasn't made it to yet. Ask her what's the sketchiest situation she's ever been in while traveling. Travel is always stories, and stories are emotions. She'll tell you how she got lost in Morocco, how she got robbed in Barcelona, how she swam with sharks in Bali and nearly shit herself from fear. This isn't dry resume stuff. It's lived experience. You're reliving those moments with her. If she hasn't traveled much, no sweat. Ask where she wants to go. Travel dreams tell you just as much about a person as actual trips. 6. Personality and self-discovery. This goes deeper. Save it for when you've already built some connection, not the first 30 seconds. Ask her if she's more of an introvert or extrovert. Ask her if she knows her attachment style. Ask her if she's ever taken the 16 personalities test. People love talking about themselves, especially when it's about what makes them unique. MBTI and attachment styles are everywhere right now. She probably already knows her types and loves geeking out about it. If she says she's an INFJ, you can ask how does that show up in her life? Or what types does she clash with the most? This opens up convo about relationships, compatibility, past experiences, naturally, without sounding like you're grilling her about her ex. Bonus, if she hasn't taken these tests, suggest doing it together, right there at the table. Pull out your phones, take the quiz, compare results. Now it's an activity. You're not just talking, you're doing something together. 7. Dreams and the future. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? No, hold up. That sounds like a job interview. Don't do that. Better. Ask her if everything went perfectly. What would her life look like in 5 years? Ask her what skill would she want to download instantly, Matrix style. Or if she only had a year left, what would she change right now? Questions about the future show you see her as a person with ambitions, plans, dreams, not just a body at a bar. And her answers reveal a lot. Wants her own business? Travel for a year? Write a book? You understand her values without directly asking, what are your values? 8. Unpopular opinions. This one's riskier, but risk creates tension, and tension creates chemistry. Ask her what's her most unpopular opinion. Ask her what does everyone love that she just can't stand, or to tell you something that would get her canceled on Twitter. This is provocation, and provocation can go two ways. Either she opens up and gets real, or she clams up. If she clams up, back off, switch topics. Don't push. If she opens up, now you've got a real conversation. She'll say she hates Friends, that she thinks yoga is basically a cult, that she doesn't get the Taylor Swift hype, and you can agree or disagree, doesn't matter. What matters is you're now operating at a deeper level than surface chat. Important. You gotta be ready to share your own unpopular opinions too. It's a two-way street. Share yours, be vulnerable. 9. Her circle. People are defined by their connections. Tell me who your friends are. I'll tell you who you are. Ask her who did she come with, or how did they meet. Ask her if her friend is similar to her or total opposite, or who's the wild one in her crew. This works because you're showing interest in her world, not just her personally, her whole life. And it's a safe topic. She can talk about other people, which takes pressure off talking only about herself. Advanced play. After she tells you about her friends, ask how would they describe her. Flips the focus back to her, but through someone else's lens. 10. Flirting and teasing. Not every topic has to be deep. Sometimes you just gotta flirt. Show her you see her as a woman, not just a buddy to chat with. Tell her you're wondering if she's always like this, or is it just with you? Ask her, is it just you, or is she low-key trying to seduce you right now? Tell her she's got a dangerous smile and ask how many hearts has she broken. These aren't questions to gather intel, they're questions to build tension. But here's the catch. This only lands if you're relaxed and playful about it. If you're nervous and trying hard to seem confident, she'll clock it. And flirting should be mixed in with other stuff. If you're just flirting nonstop, it's too much. Flirt, pull back, normal topic, flirt again. Like waves. Builds up, recedes, creates rhythm. Also key, read her response. If she's flirting back, smiling, touching you, keep going. If she tenses up, looks away, dial it back. 11. Food and taste. Not what's your favorite food, that's boring. Like this. Ask her what's one dish she could eat every day and never get sick of. Ask her what's the weirdest thing she's ever eaten. Ask her if she's someone who cooks or orders in. Food is emotion, it's memory, it's culture. Plus, it leads to action. Tell her there's this sick Thai spot nearby and you two should check it out sometime. Boom, you just set up a reason for date 2. 12. Fears and vulnerabilities. Save this for when you've already got some trust built. Ask her what actually scares her. Ask her what's her most irrational fear or what's weighing on her most right now in life. This is intimate territory, and that's exactly why it works. When someone shares a fear, they're being vulnerable, and vulnerability builds closeness faster than anything else. Key thing, if she shares a fear, don't dismiss it. Don't say that's dumb or don't stress. Accept it. Maybe share one of your own fears back. This builds trust. 13. Music. Ask her what does she play when she wants to hype herself up. Ask her what song always makes her cry. Ask her what was the best concert she's ever been to. Music is a direct line to emotion. When she tells you what she listens to when she's down, you learn something real about her. Not facts, feelings. Bonus. Shared music taste creates instant connection. If you're both into the same genre or artist, you've already got something in common. 14. Books, movies, shows, but not what's your favorite movie. Better. Ask her what movie actually changed how she thinks. Ask her what character from a show is she most like. Ask her what's the last thing she watched that really hit her. Cultural taste says a ton about someone. Does she watch true crime docs, rom-coms, art house stuff? This reveals values, how someone thinks, emotional depth. 15. Family. Tricky one. Some people have complicated family stuff. Don't go too deep right away. Start light. Ask her if she's got any siblings. Ask her if she's more like her mom or her dad. If she opens up, go deeper. If she's not trying to talk about family, don't push. Switch gears. Respect the boundary. 16. Regrets and lessons. Ask her what does she regret most? Or what's the biggest lesson she learned this past year? Or what would she tell her 10-year-old self? Deep questions. They show you care about her inner world, not just the surface. Regrets are a window into someone's values. What she regrets, that's what matters to her. 17. Never have I. This is basically a game, and games keep things light. Ask her to tell you something she's never done but wants to. Ask her what's something she'd never do even for $1,000,000. It's fun, and you're learning about her at the same time. Every answer is a thread you can pull on. Why never? What's stopping her? By the way, I have a free video on my YouTube channel where I put together a 30-day program that turns you into the kind of guy who naturally leads conversations without running through checklists in your head, because topics are training wheels. When you're actually confident, topics come naturally. Links in the description. Go through the program, and in 30 days, you'll have a different problem. Too many girls and no idea which one to pick. Now for the topics that murder conversations. 1. Exes. Don't ask about her exes. Don't bring up yours. This is a minefield. Even if she brings it up herself, don't go deep. Redirect. Why? Because it drags the energy of past relationships into your convo. Resentment, hurt, trust issues, all that's now sitting between you. There'll be time for those convos when you're actually dating, when there's trust. First meeting ain't that time. 2. Complaining. Don't complain. About work, about weather, about life, about people. Complaining signals you're a victim, that you don't run your own life, that being around you is going to be exhausting. Even if she complains, don't pile on. Sympathize quick and pivot to something positive. Yeah, that sucks. But tell me what's been good this week. 3. Bragging. Don't talk about how awesome you are, how much you make, what car you drive, who you know. She's not asking. She doesn't care. If you're actually successful, it shows on its own. Through how you carry yourself, how you talk, how you treat people. Verbal bragging screams insecurity. You're basically selling yourself, and she doesn't want to buy, she wants to choose. 4. Politics and religion. Sometimes it's interesting to get into, but not on first meeting. Way too risky to land on opposite sides and blow up the vibe before you've even built a connection. Later, when there's trust, sure, but lay the foundation first. 5. Interrogation mode. Question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. That's not a conversation. That's a job interview. Conversation is exchange. You ask, she answers. You react or share something of your own, she responds, and it flows from there. If you're firing off more than 3 questions in a row without contributing anything yourself, you're turning into a cop. She'll get drained, and she'll shut down. 6. Getting sexual too fast. Don't steer things towards sex in the first few minutes, unless she's making it crystal clear herself. Yeah, you need flirting. Yeah, you need tension. But there's a line between flirting and being gross. Flirting is hints, play, mystery. Being gross is being direct, pushy, disrespectful. 7. Whining about how women suck. All women are the same. Women only care about money. If those thoughts are in your head, she'll feel it even if you don't say them out loud. And if you do say them, convo's over. She's thinking, another dude who's bitter at life, and she's gone. Deal with your baggage before you go out to meet people. Women aren't the enemy. Now, how to move between topics naturally. You don't need to announce, okay, let's talk about travel now. That's weird. Transitions should be organic. Flow out of what she just said. She's talking about her job. Tell her, damn, that sounds draining, and ask, how does she decompress from that? Boom. You just went from work to hobbies. She mentions a friend. Ask if she's here with her. Tell her to tell you about her friend. Boom. You're into her circle. The key is listening. Actually listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. In everything she says, there are hooks for the next topic. She dropped the word sister. Pull on that. Ask if she's got a sister, older or younger. She mentioned she loves coffee. Ask if she's a coffee snob or she drinks whatever. Every sentence she says is a door. You pick which one to walk through. Sometimes topics run their course naturally, and there's a pause. That's normal. Don't panic. A pause isn't failure. It's an opportunity to open a new door. Main thing, don't rush. Don't fill silence at any cost. Better to wait a beat and say something good than to blurt out the first random thing. And last thing, how to read her signals. Not all topics work with all girls, and not all topics work at any given moment. Signs the topic's not landing, short answers, not expanding, looking around, checking her phone, body angling away from you. If you see this, switch it up. Don't keep hammering the same thing. Signs the topic's hitting. Lights up, talks more. Asks you questions back, leans in toward you, laughing, touching you, good eye contact. If you see this, go deeper. You found something good. Ask follow-ups. And then what happened? How did that make her feel? Conversation isn't a monologue or a script, it's a dance. You lead, but you feel your partner. The more reps you get, the better you'll read this. First few times you'll miss signals. That's fine. Over time, you'll learn to read people like a book. You've now got a full arsenal of topics that work and a list of what to avoid. But remember, This isn't a checklist you run through in your head. These are directions, options, doors you can open. When you're relaxed, when you're genuinely interested in the person in front of you, when you're not trying to force an outcome, conversation just flows. Topics are a safety net for when you freeze up. But the goal is to not need the safety net. The goal is to be so present in the moment that the conversation leads itself. Don't try to use all these topics in one night. It's not a contest. Sometimes one topic carries the whole night, and that's perfect. Depth beats breadth. One real conversation beats 10 surface level ones. Be curious, be present, listen more than you talk. And don't be scared of silence. The rest will follow. I'm going to show you how to lead a conversation so she doesn't want to leave. That's the next video, so hit like and subscribe so you don't miss it. And link to the 30-day program below. Click it. And in a month, you'll have more girls than you know what to do with.